How can you know when the market is going to have an exhaustion blow off? Obviously, knowing this information, or at least having an idea when this is highly probable, is gold. Because if you're trading, you don't want to be mucking around in those hours. And if you are going to muck around in those hours, you don't want to be stuck in the wrong side of the trade, right? But let's just do a recap. At the Global Trader Club, we're trading with time and price together. So if I'm marking time and price together, it's going to work out. Now this is gold. That's 7 o'clock. Remember, for the assets, all of the assets we're dealing with, we had an exhaustion blow off from 7 to 8:35. So in that time period, looking for an exhaustion blow off was a good idea. And then afterwards, we had a momentum push coming in. Okay. Now, what do I have to do with that? Obviously, just looking at that doesn't really mean much if I just mark the hours. Well, I should mark the hours, 7, and that's your 8:30. And that's, as you can see, where the market did an exhaustion and then a blow off. Now, why is this important? Because if I'm going long with gold, which we were from Tuesday, okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, because that was the trade day for this week, and then we had the up move. Okay, so we went up. Where did we go to? Into the targets of the TSM indicator. Okay, and the prices are here reflected there, and so we were in the targets. So getting out at the targets, right, and then understanding there is some kind of a blow off coming in at those hours means you're not going to be waiting and anticipating for the market to go higher and higher, because it made our TSM targets, which is the price, and we've got timing. So during the day, we're quite aware of what's highly likely going to happen. So you take your profits and you call it a day. Let's take a look at some other stuff as well. What else? Let's take a look at indices, because it was good with the indices yesterday as well. Why? Because we matched the time to a price. Remember, it's not just about what's going on during a certain time period. It also is matching our time. We're always matching time and price. What does that cause? Well, less stress. Because if you know what's highly likely going to happen between 7 and 8:30, and if your TSM indicator is already giving you price levels, that's yesterday by the way, then you're already in the game. Okay, so let's take a look at the weekly. That's the weekly. They bought the low here right on the line. It's the price. And on the daily though, they sold off. These are the blow off periods. Now also, if you take a look at yesterday's trade hours, which are the general trade hours I gave for Wednesday, you can see the 8:59:30 was sudden volatility. So we're also expecting sudden volatility to come in, and it's telling us Thursday, this is Thursday, it's telling us Wednesday we're going to have a momentum push continuation after the exhaustion blow off. So exhaustion blow off, momentum push ongoing, and market pushes even lower. So knowing these hours in advance obviously helps. Trade hours, match it to your pricing, match it to your technical analysis. Doesn't matter what technical analysis you're doing, whatever setup you're looking for, it really doesn't matter. If you know these time intervals, your successful trading on those setups that you already know are highly likely going to work out will be just better. Just correlate them, less stress and a higher success rate.